job. I got a job. Got the job. Got the job.
If real shows ain't producing, it ain't bang.
Like on a job, I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live.
You know it's live.
I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO, don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion, give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. I'm putting in work. Y'all getting faded. I'm on time for my check, you boys late. If I say I want a promo, they gon' pay. My family straight. I'm getting paid. I'm highly favored. Resume layer. I just went and grabbed my suit, you know it's tailored. I need some cream in my coffee, let it flavor. Leave some snacks up on my desk, vanilla wafers. I got a meeting coming up, I see you later. It's nothing personal, I'm all about my paper. Oh, you don't got the right skills, can get this flavor. If you really about your biz, put it on paper. We pay our taxes, my bees hack. If it do not got our stamp, then they hacked you. We certified, while them other companies acting. Go ahead, send it $30, get it crackin'. Black on the job, I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated, don't say we date. I'm a CEO, don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion, give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. Come be a boss. I got the sauce. They let you go, then that company took a loss. Yeah, 25 bands, 55 bands, 75 bands, 100K advance. Come get these increments. Baby, you be working. This increase worth a Birkin. Make them pay because you worth it. You're impressive, that's for certain. Secretary was a clerk. Saw my raise and went berserk. My new resume, it worked. Like on the job, I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO, don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion, give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job.
I got the job. I got the job. I got a job. Got the job. Got the job.
If real shows ain't producing, it ain't bang.
Like on the job, I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO, don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion, give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. I'm putting in work. Y'all getting faded. I'm on time for my check, you boys late. If I say I want a promo, they gon' pay. My family straight. I'm getting paid. I'm highly favored. Resume layer. I just went and grabbed my suit, you know it's tailored. I need some cream in my coffee, let it flavor. Leave some snacks up on my desk, vanilla wafers. I got a meeting coming up, I see you later. It's nothing personal, I'm all about my paper. Oh, you don't got the right skills, can get this flavor. If you really about your biz, put it on paper. We pay our taxes, my bees hack. If it do not got our stamp, then they hacked you. We certified, while them other companies acting. Go ahead, send it $30, get it crackin'. Black on the job, I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO, don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion, give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job. Come be a boss. I got the sauce. They let you go, then that company took a loss. Yeah, 25 bands, 55 bands, 75 bands, 100K advance. Come get these increments. Baby, you be working. This increase worth a Birkin. Make them pay because you worth it. You're impressive, that's for certain. Secretary was a clerk. Saw my raise and went berserk. My new resume, it worked. Black on the job, I got a bob. Enhancement on my resume is live. I'm educated. Don't say we dated. I'm a CEO, don't call me no Miss Lady. I'm with the high. I just got a new promotion, give me 5. I just left my interview and it was 5. They say I'm hired. I got the job. I got a job.
the week, y'all. We're doing product, project, and program for March. I see some of y'all answered, but some of y'all didn't. All right, put in the comments which one you looking for: project, product, or program. Or say admin say I don't know. I don't know. Depending where the bag at. If you depending where the bag at, I understand. I understand. Oh, let me get rid of this because y'all already losing out. Okay. So let me do my introductions. You already know Esther gonna be on top of me. Okay. So, hey, bees, if your first time here, please put in the comment it's your first live so that y'all, I told y'all, we going back. The world need a little bit more. We have to pick all the profits during this month, y'all. We need a little bit of everybody. So go ahead and say it's your first live in the hive, and somebody will absolutely come by with some material, some brochures for you, girl. Let you know what we do here at Black on the Job. We've been in business since 2018, and we have low cost to no cost free career services. So on Wednesdays, we honor our free career coaching. And so we will discuss what exactly is the difference between all three this week. All month long, we're going to be concentrating on project, product, and program. Okay, that's what we're doing all month long. We've been in business since 2018. A little bit over 400 million in salary increases. We got our last quarterback, y'all. We have four now. We have 400,000. We had some stuff going on, but we have four now. We got our members in. Okay. Oh my God, my screen, Lord, y'all ain't gonna be talking about me. Hold on. Let me use my skirt. Hold on, let me get my camera together, Lord. We got grease on there. Yeah, I know. They've been trying to make sure I absolutely was eating and working earlier. Okay, that's a little bit clearer. Lord. Okay, first live. Okay, we got some admins, admin Esther, admin Makiba, some of the boys. They'll go around. It's your first live. Well, hi, Kimberly. Hi, Courtney, Tahira. Oh, it's a lot of you guys. Okay. So I wasn't playing. They were going to come around and give you a link. So make sure you check your DMs. We're going to give you a link so that you'll get access to some free resources. We have something called our pollen prep to where you'll get access to our free resources, some career guides, some coupon codes, just so that you can know your way around. So thank you for coming to your first live. Oh my God, there's so many of you guys. Okay, so now, how many of y'all undecided? I see some undecided. How many of y'all was able to play the game? How many of y'all was able to play the game? Because what I did was for our buzz week this week on our buzz page, I took 2 years worth of our career coaching calls across education, social, admin, government, director positions, operations, and I think tech. So altogether, it was 700 career calls, and I built out those 2 games based off of those 700 calls. So if you did go through those calls, I want to know which direction did it say? Did it say you were product? Did it say you was program? Or did it say project? Which one? Who took it? Okay, I know Melody did. Melody, what did it say? April. Sent up from the government, want to hear the difference. Okay, Cheryl, you know we taking care of you now. Cheryl, admin Esther said she reached out to you and you didn't hit her back. What happened, admin Cheryl? Admin Cheryl. See, Cheryl, not us trying to get you in the hive. Okay, y'all took y'all game. All right, because I got something else for you guys tonight too to help you guys. Now, before we get started, I want to know, it's on the buzz page. So let me go to the buzz page because I know y'all like, admin saying, what's the buzz page? Let me show y'all the buzz page. I guess I'll show y'all. Let's see. Oh, not our internet working real good today, y'all. Lord have mercy. Let's see. Okay. So this is our buzz page. So if you took the 2 games, it was a sort it out and the speak it out. This one was giving you real life scenarios so you could see what type of project, what type of PM skills you have most, right? It told you your salary ranges and it gave you personalized next steps. This one, the Speak Me, translated your everyday work language into PM, project, product, and program roles. So it can show you how you can get into those roles a lot quicker. You can still play the game, it's still up, okay? Either one. And you can also register for the lives. That way they're on your Google Calendar. You can also see other people who have been moved over from us before, and it gives you what type of track you need to be on. So y'all always, and you have guides today, guys. You guys have free guides. So you have a guide for project, a guide for program, and a guide for a product. Okay. Also, you have open roles. So even after today, after we get done learning today, you can see the open roles that we have on our job board for every single one of these. Okay. Okay. You can also listen to the difference between all three, and it'll tell you based off where you at right now. So basically, what I'm saying is, don't you ever say I never gave you it. You see all this shit I gave you? You see all this shit I gave you? Don't y'all be up in here talking about admin saying don't be loving us. Okay. This is proof. If I ain't never seen proof before. Okay. This say, you know what this page say? Now y'all see that I'm having a little bit of trouble getting my little graphic on the background, but this is called love. Okay. So where do I find this admin saying the buzz page? So blackonthejob.co/buzz. Okay. Every single week it changes. And this is where we give out any of our free stuff. Okay. Oh, sure. Esther, Cheryl said she was at the New Edition concert, girl. She's gonna have to reach out to you. Okay. This is called love. Don't y'all be around here saying admin saying don't give y'all shit. I know y'all be getting confundled. Okay. 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 Now, blackonthejob.co/buzz. Let me put a little QR. Let me put it up on the screen so I can see. We got some newbies up in here. So we put two. That's the lower third. Let me put up here. blackonthejob.co/buzz. Let me add that. And then let me show that so y'all can see what I'm saying. Okay. Y'all see that? Y'all see that little black button? Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. So, okay. Okay. Y'all get so much stuff here. Y'all get a lot of stuff here. Now, while all this is going on, we also have our bees that are in the middle of their FPC course. They had a weekend with Gerard last weekend, and that was our first portion. They finish up this weekend. So you guys make sure y'all keep them in your thoughts, because you know they're going to be testing this week. You know, with his high success rate, I don't have no trouble and no problem believing that they will finish all the way to the end. Okay. Juanita, you have to sign up for everything. Let me put this back up on the screen so y'all can see the buzz page, just in case anybody still needs to see it. Okay. Let me make sure it's there. I don't want to hear shit about admin saying don't be giving y'all nothing. Okay. I don't want to hear it at all. Okay. Okay, y'all. So y'all gonna make sure y'all check out the buzz page. I even got some more stuff for y'all. We're gonna be going over it tonight. That's why I need my volunteers. Now, we are going to be having project, program, and product management for the entire month of March. So before we get started, I want to see how many of you guys know the difference. Who knows the difference? And if you don't know, put in the comments, admin saying, I don't know. Just put IDK. If you do know, go ahead and tell me which one you know. Or if you're in the role currently, K Lady K, I see you over here on UB as your first live. I got you. I'll message you directly. Who knows the difference? And then let me get out my little graphic. Okay, hold on. My screen gonna be off so that we don't lose connection, but y'all can hear me. Let me get on my little graphic, y'all, because I was trying to get my graphic to work on the website, but you know, ever since I became, you know, a little tech girly, you feel me? Sometimes stuff don't go your way. It's cool, you know. Us in the tech world, you know, I told you I was being a little Slytherin. You know, I got my Python cert, you feel me? A little, okay. And so, you know, sometimes guys, us in the tech world, we gotta deal with these thingies. Just a little something, something. Let's little something, something. Okay. So let me show what I got for you. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about it. Can y'all see my screen good? Put it be in the chat. Can y'all see my screen? YouTube, can y'all see my screen? Let me hide this for a second. Okay. Okay, y'all can see my screen. Okay, good. Good, good. Okay. So what I have here is a difference between all three. And I got me looking fine as wine. I try to tell y'all asses that summer bodies are made in the winter, baby, and it's spring. So spring your ass into shape, okay? So you too can be looking fly as hell, okay? Somebody asked me the other day, and Miss Sam, I just kind of wanted to know, a lot of your graphics got a picture of you on it. Have you considered putting the pictures of other people? Yeah. When we get our shit together, you got to be fine to be a marketing baby. We got to get our shit together. Okay. Once we get our shit together, absolutely. Okay. We run the business here. Okay. So, project. You define the vision and long-term value of what we build. Product, you align multiple initiatives towards one strategic outcome. And program, you execute the work that turns plans into results. These are the three. Now, how do we differentiate? Most of us have worked on a project before. And so we're going to start this week with project management. Okay. We're going to start this week with project management. The reason why is that project management is actually something that most of us have already done. So when we look into what makes up a project manager, oh yeah, baby, I got slides today. Okay, I got slides today. Call me Teacher B. Okay, so when we look at the makeup of a project manager, we see that a big portion of their work is managing relationships. Now, I know during the pandemic, I had a few project managers mad at me, but in corporate America, we call project managers glorified babysitters. Okay? Glorified babysitters. What it means to work in project management, you have two words that are your favorite friends, and that is deadline and deliverables. Put that in the chat. Deadline and deliverables. A project is a goal that a company is trying to get to that's going to require multiple steps in order to achieve it. That's it. So let's say, for instance, one of my favorite career transitions are going to be for a teacher into project management or someone that works in customer service. When we're looking at customer service, each one of the accounts that they work on, especially if they're working, let's say, for instance, you work for a call center, you work in billing, something like that, and you got to call and tell these folks to pay their damn bills. That is project management. Why? Because number one, you're managing the relationship. Boom. You have to communicate and listen, give out deadlines. Hey, you got to pay this bill by this date. You have to problem solve. Sometimes they're like, girl, I don't get my check to the 15th. Okay, I'm going to call you on the 16th. You got to schedule, right? You got to budget. You have to assess, will this meet the goal? And then you have to document that customer service account. So project management is something that we do all the time. One of the biggest transitions that we get, and I can't all the way get credit for it, to be honest, is stay-at-home moms. Stay-at-home moms to project management. Let me tell y'all, I must have been playing that Fantasia BABYMA. This goes out to all my baby mamas, okay? Because let me tell y'all, The single mama to project management track at Black on the Job definitely should be studied. That is our biggest salary increase. You get me a single stay at home mama, I'll give you a project manager. We know that with many project management roles, a good, I want to say about 60 to 70% do not require any degrees, and they are the most efficient at translating their home situation into project management. They have to budget for food. They have teams called children. They have a lot to do with scheduling. They're always assessing and analyzing. They have to document medical records and school records. So, moving a single mom or a mama into project management is one of the easiest things. Typically, when someone comes to me and they say, you know what, I'm saying, I got 2 kids, no nigga, and a bunch of bills. Help me. I move their ass right up over here. I'm right up over here. Okay. It is also because, I know that y'all was going to ask. So I just want to make sure growth of project management, just so that y'all could see. Just so that y'all could see, B. I just want y'all to see this. When it comes to project management, it is one of the highest increase fields, even for 2026. Okay. They are growing significantly. Okay. Well, they need strategic leadership, healthcare, they're particularly in demand. Okay. Soft skills. You see how education is way down here? Okay. Boom, boom. Y'all married single mothers, Lord have mercy. I know. I know it's hard. I know. I wouldn't even know how to deal with that amount of delusion each day. I'll probably be all snapped. Okay. So, deadlines and deliverables. So, let's look at when we are looking at this. I want us to look at these documenting. For those of you guys who are looking to transition, I want us to go through these and let me know if you see yourself when you see these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see these 6 duties. How many of you guys believe that y'all can do these 6 duties? Let's see. Let's see which one of my B's feel like they can do this. Okay, I see a lot of us. Okay. Okay. Now, remember, I always tell you guys that there's a difference between career field and industry. What industry do you guys think that project managers are needed in? Do you think that they hire project managers in tech? Do you think that they hire project managers in marketing? Where do you guys think that they hire project managers at? Y'all let me know. Where do y'all think these project managers, what type of companies do they work for? Which ones? Okay. Okay, I got some answers. Okay. So I want y'all to see something very, very quickly, y'all. They work in every single field. Every single field. So all those duties that y'all just said, admin said, all y'all talking about, absolutely. I do this every day. I've done all of this. I do it for free. Y'all doing all of them, been doing all these duties, right? 4 out of 6 of them. Look at this. They work in every single field. Construction, engineer, IT, marketing, healthcare, insurance claims. Y'all see that insurance claims? Because I love that one from my claim adjusters. They always admin saying, what can I do? Move your little ass right up over here to project management. Okay. There's also technical versus functional. Many of you guys believe that in order to become a project manager, you have to have deep technical expertise. How many of y'all thought that? How many of y'all thought, Miss Sin, reason why I ain't never applied is because I need all these tech degrees and I ain't got them. How many of y'all said that? How many of y'all thought y'all need to have some big technical outcome in order to work in project management? I want to know. I want to know. Mm-mm. Mm. Nope, you do not need to. You sure don't. Sonia, I'm going to give you guys a difference between analyst and management because that's going to be a little bit different. No, you do not. Deborah said, girl, it took me some years to figure that out. I feel you, Deborah. I feel you, Deborah. I know. It took years, right? So there are technical project managers, and then there are functional project managers. I was missing a T for a second. Now, I want you guys to see what the duties are for a project manager. So all I did was I went to Google. Okay, Lisa, y'all talk. Lisa, I heard you. You said, but what about the experience? All I did was go to Google, Lisa. Let me show you. Look at this. They said right here, this is a junior project manager role. Uh-oh, did this say remote? All I did was go to Google. Okay, all I did was go to Google. They said you don't need no degree. You need to have 1 to 3 years of supporting projects, which is scope, schedule, risk, and dependencies. You have to have experience with tracking a project. You have to have strong organizational communication skills. If you have entry-level certification or coursework, which I'm going to show you guys today, you can move into it. Look at this, y'all. This role is ideal for who? What they say right here? Wait, let me see. Maybe sometimes I can't read. Boom. Early career project management. Let me move this so y'all can see it. Boom. Thank you, Shalita and Tahira. Let me go up again. It say you don't need to have a degree. You have to have 1 to 3 years supporting projects. You know what supporting means? Sending out documentation to the customers to follow up on their accounts, or operational initiatives. You got to understand the reason of the goal. Do you know how to schedule? Do you know what risk and dependencies are? Have you ever tracked or used a tool? And can you have strong organization and communication? Right? That's what they want. They said they'll take coursework. Ooh, what they say? This role is ideal for who? An early career professional looking to do what? Grow. And this role is what? 100% remote. Now, coordinate project meetings. So let's see what you'll be doing. Okay. Let's see. Assist in developing and maintaining project plans, schedules, and task tracking artifacts. Track the milestones, action items, risk, and issues. What does this mean? Now, I'm going to explain it to you guys how I explain it to the writing team. Let me turn my camera on. So let me explain it to you how I explain it to the writing team so you guys can kind of get an example of what project management and project management support looks like. Project manager. Let's say, for instance, we are preparing for a Juneteenth career day. That's the name of the project. So the project says Juneteenth career day, right? Now, because we need to have a few things in place. Number one, what are we going to be doing on there, right? So we may have to, let's say we're doing a career day. So we need to get all of our career coaches scheduled out throughout the day. That's the scheduling. Then we have to make sure that we have enough materials and brochures to advertise it and how much that's going to cost and when can marketing get that information to us. That's scheduling and that's budget, right? We also need to track and have meetings along the way to make sure that we're all on the same page because it's involving different departments and so that we're ready in time, right? That's the deadline and the deliverables. How I translate this over for, let's say, a mother, them scheduling their doctor's appointment, their team members will be their children. We go ahead and we go into meal prepping and planning. We look at looking at performance metrics by looking at their score report and making sure that they're on track to graduate, right? To make sure the project is on track. That's how we do it for mothers. So many of you guys, you work within projects, even if you don't know it. So let's say, for instance, the company is saying, hey, we're going to be doing this new thing, and I need for you to organize all of the documents for it. That's supporting the project. There's not going to be a company truly to where you are not supporting projects because projects are goals. And so as a company has these big lofty goals and they want to make sure they're on track to do so, typically it involves getting other departments involved in that project. Okay. So put a B in the chat if that makes sense. Or if you want me to explain it a different way. You know, I got examples for days. I know, Tiffany, 100% remote, 100% remote. Now, Kata said, she said, I'm using Salesforce. I've been using Salesforce every day. Okay. Did that make sense? Put a B in the chat if that made sense to you. If it didn't, say I don't get it. Okay. 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 Now, let's look at the career path. For another way, please. Okay, Heidi, girl, you okay, girl? A lot of folks ain't gonna say what you said. You okay? I'm gonna show you. Okay. Let's look at we're going to be looking at the career path for project managers. Now, go to your Buzz page. Y'all can get this too, right? So, how to become one, educational requirements. Remember when we talked about a coordinator or an assistant, when we read in job titles, we split that in half. So when we say project manager, what are you managing? Projects. Okay. What are you managing? Projects, right? So you can become a project manager with as little as a high school diploma. Now, we don't need to go into methodologies yet. Softwares and tools. Productivity tools. How many of y'all use Google and collaboration tools? How many of you guys use any of the tools y'all see right here at your day-to-day job? How many of y'all see that? How many of y'all say, you know what, Sin, I recognize some of these. Okay, y'all recognizing these tools. Okay. Okay. All righty. So let's look at the career track. Now, when we're looking at the career track, you can start off as a coordinator, right? Then you go into assistant management, then you go into management, then you go into senior management, then you go to director. Almost all of them. Okay. So now let's look at what they do. Now, way at the bottom of this, it said that you can start off as a coordinator. So Heidi, this is for you. This is for you, Heidi. This is what a project coordinator is doing, right? A lot of those. Okay. So, whenever you're coordinating administrative tasks, such as creating schedules and maintaining the documents, tracking the progress, acting as a primary point of contact for someone else, and reducing the burdens of other people in management, this is project coordination. Okay. So, coordinating administrative tasks, that's collecting documents, creating schedules. If we worked at Burger King, right? And you were the general manager at Burger King, I could move you into projects by showing how you are the person that creates a schedule for the team members to come in. You manage the budget for inventory. You say, hey, this is where Shamrock Shake is about to start shaking. And you're communicating that with people up top, right? Okay. Okay. So that is when we're going to see the big difference between them two. So when we're looking at that career ladder, which these numbers have went up drastically since then, you can start off at a project coordinator. Let's look at the salaries. Average project manager salary. Now, because this was, I hadn't updated that graphic. The average project manager is making how much? How much it say on here? How much it say the average person making? Y'all was sitting there talking about, admin Sin, I do all of that. I do all of that, admin Sin. What is going on? Why y'all didn't tell me about this? Wow. Okay. So, okay. Look at that. Finance, banking, and insurance. If you get that. So, this is what I want y'all to see. So, somebody earlier said, admin Sin, I got my PMP. What about me? I can't pimp down. What's going on? With your project management cert, you can add up to $30,000 more. Y'all see what this say? Non-certified counterparts. What does that mean? Admin Sin, what you trying to tell me? What that means is that the non-certified project managers exist. Your PMP adds to your salary. It's not a qualifier to getting the role. Okay? It says non-certified. That means with your PMP, we're going to be adding up to 30,000. But are they hiring people without a PMP? Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So much so, I'm going to give y'all some free game. You can get your testing same way that the bees are getting testing currently through Google for $40 a month. Take you 6 months. Okay? Now, here we go. What they say you're going to learn about. Estimating time and budgets, running effective meetings and managing, identifying and managing risk, applying agile and scrum frameworks, leadership skills, and using AI for productivity. So, the foundations of project management. Yep. Boom. Look at the companies that's hiring. Project management is absolutely available. Project management is the applications to project initiatives to meet the goal. Think about the last time you planned a group vacation. Oh, when I help Google, you see that, I swear to God, they damn near took my words word for word when I helped them. Okay, anyways, these little partnerships, they be doing what they want to do. Think about the last time you planned a group vacation, found a location, delegated who should bring what, collected the payments, coordinated the travel, ensured everyone had a good time. Think about the value that accomplished those tasks added to the trip. Now think about the value you can add to a company. Project management is valuable to businesses because it helps ensure that project deliverables, we just wrote deliverable and deadlines, The expected outcome, what? Both on time and within budget. Deadlines, right? Deliverables. So as you can imagine, project management is critical to the success of projects both big and small. Okay, Shalita. Shalita, let them know. Okay. 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 Y'all see that? Maybe y'all listen what a white man tell you. I know some of y'all. I know some of y'all only listen what a white man tell y'all. So I'm putting it right there so that white man can tell you directly. Okay? Angel, let them know. What did 50 say? I don't know what y'all heard about me, but I'm a PMP. Okay? All right. So, how much does it go to include AI content? Yep. It's going to show you how to use AI as well. And boom. Y'all see that? Now that it explained it that way. Halima, you understood it now? How my bees feeling now? Now, very good question. JJ said, how do I add construction? That's going to be within the people, depending on it. JJ, you can message me too, because if you have a general project management resume, you can apply in all industries. Didn't y'all notice that when it's showing that project management, it did not say, but this is how you do it if you're a marketing project manager, or this is how you do it if you're finance. No, a project is a project is a project because it's based off of what? Deadlines and deliverables. A healthcare project manager and a marketing project manager both have deadlines and they both have deliverables. Okay. Okay. Now, do you need to have a certification? No. Y'all just saw what it said. It told y'all right there, black and white. It say you'll earn more money, but it is not a necessity. Okay. Now, I even got something else for y'all. Now, this is what what I got for y'all today too. This is what I got. Now, it comes down to what? Your resume. If it ain't gonna come down to having a degree in it, remember the cert adds, but it's not a requirement. How you translate that language on your resume and what industry you target is really how you get into the role. Many times people have a project management certification or they get a degree in project management, which I do not recommend. I do not recommend. Tell your children, hide your kids, hide your wife. I do not recommend a degree in project management. It is unnecessary and you don't need that amount of student loans. Okay? So don't do that. For those of you guys who want to move into project management, your resume and what career fields you target is absolutely essential because you have mixed babies. Mixed babies. What do you think I mean by mixed babies? If you had a career coaching by me before, you know exactly what I mean. What's a mixed kid? What do y'all think a mixed kid is? I'm going to show y'all. Okay. Y'all want to see a mixed baby? I will not ever recommend majoring in project management. The reason why is that project management, the skills that we saw today are the skills that you learn, are the baseline skills you learn within any position working within corporate America. Corporate America, especially the America being the big portion of that, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Every company is looking to make more money. And so you're always working within projects, even if it's because, for instance, one mixed baby is customer success management, right? Customer success is customer service plus technology. That's a mixed baby. Now, let me show y'all another mixed baby. And this is why y'all need career coaching. Because I know a lot of y'all think that admin sin, I could just go out and do this tonight by myself. Let me show you why you can't. For instance, change management. Let me show y'all change management. Change management merges project management with communication. So if I'm speaking to a social worker or someone in education or administration or someone who works as a program manager management for a beggar, aka a nonprofit, if you work for program management in the bed, if you working for a beggars, they will pay that program manager slave wages, but have them doing damn near the CEO job. Okay. But if I move them into something like project of change management, what they are is that they're people focused because of that communication, but they're working on projects. So while project managers focus on technical structure and schedule of a scope, budget, and timeline, change management focuses on the people side of change inside of projects. So there's a bunch of mixed kids running around. And so while everybody else is going on Indeed or Google and just typing in project manager, project manager, project manager, my bees type in shit like change management within foundational spaces, and then they're making like 150, 160 coming out the door. Okay, because they understand their value. Okay, I know I be despising how the nonprofits treat my people. Because first off, they're going off of our good nature a lot of times. Then many times when I have career coaching with my actually both the men and the women, one of the biggest things when I ask you, what do you want to do? You guys will say, I want to help people. And so a lot of times we work within social services. It's also a byproduct of our ancestral history. We were always, we were wet nurses, and we were the help, literally, right? And so many of us is programmed to say that immediately. And so we go into fields to where we're not valued for the expertise that we get. And a good feeling is supposed to be half of the payment. Okay. And I don't believe in that. We ain't having sex. This ain't about the climax. This is about the paycheck. I don't know what the hell you thought this was. I, I don't believe in that. That's the reason why Black on the Job is not a nonprofit. I am a for profit. I want my profit and I want yours. I want you to get yours too. Okay. So this is an integrated role. They call it integrated. I call it mixed babies. And this is when project management and communication have a baby. So project manager and change managers end up working together, and they will get a technical project manager to handle the technical part while the change management makes sure that people are safe and transition correctly. Okay? So there's mixed babies. There's mixed babies. Communication is central, okay? And varied experience across different sectors. Yeah, Jessica, if you've been sitting on it, you need to get you a career coaching. This is what career coaching would identify. Because if you were to apply for a change management role, you'll have a lot less competition than are going to Google and applying to every single project management role that you see. There are many mixed babies, and we want to make sure that the people that want to get them higher salaries, that they know how to get to their mixed babies, right? Change management and project management are side by side. They're complementary. Okay, complementary. Okay, complementary. Let me accept. Mm-hmm. Now, we also have to understand where in a project, what type of project that you're going to be on, right? Because we can be in an implementation project. What do you guys think implementation project managers do? Mm. What do you guys think an implementation project manager does? Shalita, I have all my little documents and slides. Y'all know the people who sign up for the live will get theirs. But yeah, I'm using Google too, so y'all can see. I know my shit, y'all. So I'll be letting y'all know. I'll be knowing mine. So implementation, introducing something new. Perfect. Develop. Perfect. Perfect. So an implementation project manager is there when the company wants to do something new. They're the person that's leading that new thing. That could be, guess who I move a lot of someone in HR into? Say, for instance, a recruiter. Uh-oh, a recruiter. So recruiters, when we want to move them into project management, we put them as implementation managers, right? So you will see titles that come up, such as an implementation project manager, or sometimes they're just called an implement manager. So you can see these jobs. Okay, let me show y'all. Put, 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 put. Let me show y'all. Like my I could show you better than I could tell you. Let's look at this. So that implementation, right? If you are a teacher, if you're in education, if you've trained before, you see this right here? Uh-oh, look at that. A manufacturing training implementation manager. Why training implementation? Because guess what? They got a whole bunch of new shit going on. Act as a middle person between the store and the bakery, provide technical and training support, right? Let's see what you need to do this. Execute a training program for appropriate associates. Talk to everybody when new shit happen. We got some sales going on. Make sure everybody know. You only will know if you show up. Write up anybody that ain't listening to your ass. Write up and train them when the deli act like they forgot how to slice shit up. When we got new items, make sure everybody know about that. Make sure you have everybody organized and we trying to meet our goals, okay? Present new items to everybody so we can sell this shit. We want to make sure we selling this shit. Talk to everybody so we can sell this shit. Travel to new stores and train people on how to sell this shit. Follow the program policies and practices to make sure we selling safe shit. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure we selling our shit. Who can work this job? Look, if you 18 years old, you got a high school diploma and you sold some shit before, come over here and sell some shit. I mean, it'd be cute and all if you had a degree and some other shit, but we want somebody who could train other people on how to sell shit. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? Y'all see that roll from Kroger? Y'all see Kroger looking for you right now? You see looking for you with a flashlight? Okay. Y'all see that? Y'all see what the duties are? That you see that? Who felt like they could do that? Who felt like they can be up in there in the deli, in the bakery, teaching them how to make some bread? Okay. Let me show you how you flip this sandwich over. We selling shit up in here. Okay. Kroger said, I'm looking for somebody to sell some shit. I don't blame you, Kroger. Okay. So is it a project manager, implementation manager versus implementation project manager? So y'all can see it's the same title. I don't want nobody going home saying admin Sam lied to us. Okay. Now, I move these into the implementation manager so that they're not doing the techie part. Okay. If you want to do the techie part, you see that? You can do the techie part. But I'll move somebody into that tonight. Okay, y'all be missing out. Okay. Look at that. Focus on user adoption. Y'all see this? But y'all wouldn't even be applying for that. That's why you need career coaching. Okay. Now, we have implementation. That's when we're starting something new. We have project managers. That's the ones that's manage it while we're doing it. We got change managers. We saw that. That's when something is changing, right? So if something's changing and something's being implemented, them two might be working back to back. Now, let me give you another one. Uh-oh. Then we got the continuous improvement manager. This is another project manager. Guess what they do? They are the ones that's constantly making sure that shit is going correct. Okay? They developing and improving the projects some other folks are doing, right? Okay? Only half the positions require education, but I want y'all to know that this is the real deal holy field. Look at this. We got some new ones coming up. All of these are different types of project managers. There's over, what did they say, 75 different types of project managers currently. Okay. So we have continuous improvement manager. Okay. Let's look at some jobs. Okay. Let's look at some jobs. Let's see what we got going on up in here. Let's click remote. Let's see. Let's just see. Let's just see. We never know. Ooh, admin saying. Does that say 149? It do. What admin said? Does that say 120? It do. It do. It do. It do. Let me see. Are they even requiring a degree up in this thing? Ooh, they are not. They are not. They say, do you got experience? Oh, they say food manufacturer. Y'all better not let Makiba ass see this. Look at this. All right, now let's see. Another food one. Damn, the food industry is hiring, y'all. Fresh and Ready is seeking a dynamic, results-driven, continuous improvement manager because we want to trim down. We paying too many people. We got too much shit. It's costing the company too much money. We need some new shit popping. It shouldn't cost this much money to run all these goddamn locations. Okay? I need for you to go around and figure out what we need to eliminate. Is it people? Do we got too many aisles for bread? What the hell is going on around there? Okay? And check on those managers and the sales team. Make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. And make sure everybody understands that we are in the business of doing better and better and better all the time. We got somebody above you who is also in the get better and better lifestyle. And you're going to be right there, boots on the ground, okay? Make sure we got some new shit happening. Talk to them people and make sure that we can save some damn money around here, okay? We need you to come up with a plan. Figure out how to bring in some more money from these food manufacturers that costing us too goddamn much, okay? Enhance visual management. You know, maybe they don't, maybe we need to add a ring light up in this goddamn thing. Figure it out. Figure it the hell out. Make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing because sometimes they be sitting here, the deli man, he's sitting here getting real cozy with the bakery. And so because them two getting all cute and shit, they forgot what they were hired for. Okay? So I want you to organize it in a project management function to where we have deadlines and deliverables. Okay. Put some eyes on them folks. They are up in here causing a ruckus. And they forgot that we work in the food industry and we're supposed to be getting better and better. Training folks. I don't give a damn if he's the sweeper. Train that damn janitor too. Make sure they know exactly who they're supposed to be talking to. And make sure that everybody's involved in making sure we save money, okay? We have rules around this mother. We got rules. We put these people food. We put shit in these people's bodies. And the way this office is functioning, we losing money. Use your goddamn brain and act like it's your money, okay? And come up with a plan for the full year. We got new food coming out every damn day, okay? And make sure that they not sitting here just making some shit up that we can't even sell. Okay? You need to track it so I can really decide if you save me some money or not. And make sure that we're always up to date on the latest and greatest. I don't care if you got a degree or not. But what I do care about is, do you know about the food industry? Because we out here needing some help. I don't care if you're in North Carolina, Washington, for California, Texas, Kansas, Wisconsin, Missouri, Florida, or Pennsylvania. Come up in here with a positive energy and ready to save me some damn money. I don't want to hear it. Make sure you can show me results, and I'll know because my bank account will be fatter. And you need to be thinking about tomorrow. You need to be confident. I don't want to hear your bullshit. Do what I'd rather you ask for forgiveness and provision and make sure you can work without having to call me every single second of the day. I don't care if you got to walk, run, fly, or swim. Make sure you get the job done. Sometimes you might have, might get loud up in there, but don't worry about that. And I need you to get to every single facility. Okay. And I'm willing to give you $120,000, $130,000 a year to do that. Okay. Okay. Yes, I forgot, Makiba. You're right. We did discuss that. Y'all see that job? Do y'all see how you see these big jobs not asking for degrees? Okay. Now, you didn't even see them ask for a project manager certification. Uh-oh. Let me see. What you saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Who felt like they could do continuous improvement? Because I'm trying to tell you, the food industry is doing something. We have a lot of. I'll move a baker up in there in a minute. Okay, we saw 2 jobs. I got some good feedback. Okay, so guess what? Let me ask Esther. Okay. All right. So let me pause here. Esther said I'm supposed to be asking y'all for some questions. All right. So let me pause right here. Where are y'all questions at so far? Where are y'all questions at before we announce our blog winners and I get some tester bees? Who felt like who learned some more about project management? Y'all see the deadlines and deliverables now? Y'all see the deadlines and deliverables? Y'all see that? It's all to do with your resume. There's implementation. There is change. There is continuous improvement. I can go about 20 more titles within project management. Many times you have the skills to pay the bills. You don't have the title and you don't have the verbiage. And that's where we come in at. Okay. Ashley, try it again in 10 minutes. Let me text Esther. Oh my boss pain. Okay. Give me 1 second, Ashley. She gonna have it together. April, what you mean blog? Yes. Yes, April. We about to be giving away our blog stuff. Okay, let me see what your comments are because we about to go to our next one. It has everything to do with your resume. Everything. Let me see. Let me find a dedicated Kroger employee. Let me tell you, he'll snatch that continuous improvement job up in a minute because many times those who, let's say for instance, he working at the deli. He been doing continuous improvement every single time. You like, you know what? I just switched this up. I made sure this was a little bit better. We were doing it this way, but I improved this. I improved that. That's continuous improvement. Okay. Yeah, Chantel. I'm happy when y'all learn. Yes. Somebody said, who wants to see Jatavia? While I answer these questions, I'll see if anybody else. If we get 2 other people, then I'll show you. Jatavia said, can you give an example of project management job in healthcare? Is anybody else that want to see that? Yes, Michelle, you need career coaching, Michelle Robinson, because what we'll do is we will personalize and see what job titles will be best for you, depending on your area, your skills, your experience, your background, the industries you worked in. If you want something remote, how much money you're looking to make, what do you want to work more on the deadline side or the deliverable side? Okay. All these things come in. We got our blog winners. Hold on. Let me put my little comment down here so y'all know that we're going to be doing our little blog winners. Lower third ticker. Okay. Get ready for our blog winners. I know, y'all. Let me see if there's any other questions. Okay. Okay. Ashley, Esther's on it. Admin took care of me today. Looking forward to updating my resume and pivot. Perfect. It's so good to know. April, thank you, Michelle. April, let me see because Esther sent me my people. Okay, we can look at it real quick. Yes, please. Y'all want to see? Y'all want to see that one? Okay, we'll show y'all. Let's look at a healthcare project manager. So let's see types of healthcare project managers. Let's look at that first. Okay. Boom. So y'all can see. So clinical operation, revenue cycle, facility management. These are all different types. During the pandemic, there were a lot of epic project managers that we got hired, actually. That was one of our good titles. Let me see if I can find some of my documents from my epic project managers. We moved so many people into epic project management. Ooh. Oh, my OGB's resumes are coming up. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a little resume so y'all can kind of see somebody who we moved over that we don't got to show their name. How do we do that? Let me see. Let me just get rid of this part here. And I could, because this person ended up being, oh, no, not this one. This one's not epic. So when we're looking at project managers in healthcare, you can be on the technical side. That's what we're doing. Let's say, for instance, they're getting a new EHR system. You can manage clinical trials. You can oversee renovations. You can work with billing. So my B's in here that are in billing and coding. Oh, this is small. My bad. My B's in here who are in billing and coding. This is an excellent. I move y'all from billing and coding right into that revenue cycle project manager. We have quality improvement. It's going to be very close to continuous improvement managers, but on the quality side. My CNAs, this is where I move them to, right here. We have the pharmaceutical side. These are my farm tech girlies. I move them over here. And then for some odd reason, we have a lot of y'all with a degree in public health that be broke. So we've done a lot within public health as well. Yes, Shalita, we actually have on our website too how to transition over. You can actually take our free assessment on the website as well. So did this kind of help you guys? So we can look at any of these. Well, we could go ahead and put in there an EHR. We're going to still have an EHR implementation manager or implementation specialist jobs. We can look at some of those if y'all want to. Okay. Here it goes. See right here. Y'all see that project manager? Boom. You see that? Ooh. Ooh. All right. Okay. Oh, yes. So, those of you guys who are in sales, I got a whole different situation for you, girl. We're going to be looking at product management next week. Now, some of y'all came in saying that y'all was going to do product or program. How many of you guys looking at project now? Okay, I will say I want you to look at product. When we go over product, not next week. Next week is program, then product. Okay. Healthcare and HR. You're welcome, Jatavia. Now, what I do have for y'all. Oh, did I accidentally close it? I did. Hold on. It's going to be called Hive Map. Okay. Oh, no. Is it Hive Dash Map? Esther, do I supposed to be putting a dash in the middle? Yes. Okay. So I need to finish this up tonight. And I'm going to be picking 3 of you guys today. What we will be doing, what I am in the middle of, can y'all see my screen good? Oh, y'all can't yet. Okay, hold on. Okay. What I will be doing, I just gotta mess around with a little bit more. I should add travel. What we're going to be doing is that you can look and click on your department. So let's say, for instance, I would like to know about PM looking like hospital. Okay. Travel project management, QA, continuous improvement, Kimberly. Learning and development. We're going to be looking at program next week, Sonia. I would think that would be better for you. I like to know what PM looks like in the hospitality industry. Juanita, that one is even the food and beverage. Food and beverage is within hospitality. But I will say that I've had flight attendants as well. Let me show y'all. Project management, hospitality industry. Let me show y'all. So the hospitality industry in and of itself is project management. So if you work in hospitality, so that's the travel industry, that will be the food and beverage industry, that will be an entertainment, that will be event planners. You are already technically a project manager, just kind of how we were looking like at Google, because it involves planning, executing, and overseeing hotels, new restaurants, technology, right? So those jobs are always plentiful, okay? So we can even look at industry 2026 trends. And I believe that we had looked at this. What was this in December? There's going to be between 80 to 150. Interior design, facilities managers, restaurants. Y'all got a lot, actually. Now, today, I'm going to be picking 3 of you guys, and I'm going to need for you guys to be my beta testers to get y'all free career coachings, okay? So what we're going to be having is you're going to be able to pick your department, right? So let's say, for instance, you work in customer service. You're going to click customer service. And then what's your role in customer service? You get to pick what you do. So you're going to say, you know what, Admin Sam, I work, I kind of just work in product management. Okay. So I handle incoming calls. I process the returns, and I make sure that I meet my KPIs. So which type of PM in my product and my program? And then boom, it will tell you exactly what type of PM you are. Y'all like that? So that's what I'm working on currently. Y'all see that? I'll show y'all again. I can show y'all again. I mean. And then y'all have y'all games. Yeah. I'm gonna show y'all again. Okay. So you can say, Admin Sam, well, I work in HR. I'm a recruiter. And so what I do is I source candidate leads, I screen their resumes, I help with negotiating the offer. I even partner with the hiring managers. So what do? Oh, then let's move you into talents. And this is why. Y'all see that? Oh my God. Y'all see that? Y'all see how that go? Oh, y'all see how that go? So that's what Admin Sin is working on. Y'all see that? Y'all see how cool that was? Y'all see that? Don't be saying I don't give y'all nothing. Now, I'll tell y'all, just like we told before, you will need career coaching. There's too many titles. There's way too many titles, and experience is nuanced. And you need a project management resume. There are plenty of people who go out and they get their PP with absolutely no guidance. And they get frustrated because they got a PMP in one hand. They see all these roles and they don't understand why they're not getting calls for all these jobs they're applying to. But in reality, they're applying to roles that everybody's applying to because everybody's typing in the same shit. Project manager, project manager, project manager. You want to make sure that your resume and your experience and your most advanced skills show up first. Another thing that's going to be super important is the fact that you have to remember that without your PMP, you want to make sure you're going for niche roles. Many roles. I'm trying to tell y'all should have been listening to my BAB wise. Okay. My BMs, my baby Bs, they were doing y'all crazy. Y'all don't even understand. They are getting excellent roles. And the reason why is where we moved them. It's not that they just moved into education or we put them into a nonprofit. No, they got excellent roles that help them decide how to feed their kids and how to move forward. There wasn't not one mother that we worked with that we moved into project management that did not make the bare minimum of what we believe at background jobs, which was 75,000, whether they had a degree or not. Most bees that come to us do not have a degree. Okay. All right. Kelly, I'm trying to tell y'all. So let me go ahead and put my little link up while we recognize our bees. Let me go ahead and put my little link up. You get a little confused. Y'all get a little confused sometimes. Y'all scan that right there. Y'all scan right there and make sure y'all get y'all coaching. So let's look at our blog winners. Esther said, enter the, oh yes. All right, let's see who our winners are. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let's get our blog winner. Hold on. Let me stop sharing for a second and try again. Okay, let me try now. Okay, let me see. I see the black screen. Let me see. It's gonna pop up for us. It's not. Ooh, not it said y'all over time. Okay, so let me go through it and let me see who they are. Let me enter the awards. I'm gonna have to put the screenshot in. Let me reveal the winner. All right, this winner for this blog is going to be Sierra at @so_individual. And let's see, what does she win? Okay, she won an interview on my black course. Okay. So I'll be reaching out to Sierra. So before I go, let me make sure y'all don't got no more questions. I don't know what I did. What did I do? Is it because I didn't do this one? I don't know. I don't know what I did. What did I do? Let's see, single video with background. Let me see if I click that. Oh, maybe that worked. Let me see if I could do my blog winner again then. Let me see. Would it let us? Am I going to fuck something up? Oh, okay. It let us. A little tech. Okay, it let us. Okay, so just so we can see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We got Sierra, and she run her interview on Wild Black course. Okay, so Sierra, Esther will be reaching out to you to make sure. So congratulations, Sierra. Now, before I go, I want to make sure that you guys go to the website and y'all understand how we can maximize our time at the hive. Okay. Before y'all go. Now, remember, when we're looking at the website, right? We know that admin says that we have our own page. It's called The Buzz. You see that? So you can go on here. You can see new roles. You can see the difference between the three. You can get your career guide. You can play your games. You can know exactly what lives we have coming up. And when you RSVP, it gets to your calendar. You can see past, right? Now, on top of that, all of your services and packages and the difference between the three are here. For our federal bees, you have your own packages and your own services, okay? You even have your own assessment. It's a free assessment. You can put in your GS level. You can put in how many years of service you had. You can describe what role you in. You can put what's your skills, right? And you can do your strongest transferable skills you want to use. Boom, right? What you're looking to do, and it will show you what your pivot looks like. So make sure you guys are looking for those. You have your own services. Your federal bees are right here in blue. Our business owners with our consultant pages, y'all are tripping, as well as our job seekers. So make sure you're on the website. There's so much free stuff on this website that a lot of y'all are just not taking advantage of. You got a free career quiz. Y'all even have your own 6-figure job board. All the jobs on here have already been tried and true and entered in so that you guys will only see roles that have high salaries. Okay. So y'all ain't even going up in here on the job board. How many jobs on there? Over 400,000. Okay. So make sure you're using the website. Okay. Now, the Hive map is going to be live on the Buzz page tomorrow. And I am going to, let's see. Let me do my Hive map. Esther said she's going to put it on the Buzz page. So y'all don't even have to worry about that. So let me do Hive-map. This map here. So every department has a PM inside of it. So this will be on the Buzz page by tomorrow, but I do need some testers. So let me see. I'm going to pick 3. So our testers, let's pick 3 newbies. So if you are a newbie, this is your first live. We're going to be choosing one of our newbies here. So let me see. Alicia, 8266. Alicia. Hi, Alicia. This is how, now admin Tonisha told me that I'm being too nice to y'all. So the winners, y'all got to do this right now, okay? Right after this live, make sure you do this. You're going to be texting this number, 65, screenshot. Just screenshot your phone right now, okay? Screenshot your phone. You see this number right there? Or go right on the website and click chat with the beekeeper. You see this right here? Actually, that's the perfect option. So go right here and say, I have a question so that you can get in contact and you can win your free assessment, okay? So that we can have our testers. All right. So Alyssa, you are winner number 1. Okay. And our second winner is going to be Chantel Stewart. All right, Chantel, go on the website and click right there. Okay. And our last one is going to be Devra. There y'all go. So congratulations to our winners. You're going to be our tester bees. Okay. Go to the website and all you got to do is click chat with the beekeeper. This is a real person. This is admin Tonisha and she don't play. Okay. Go right here, click I have a question. Make sure you put your stuff so that she could text you back so you could be a tester for our new game. And that way you can win your free career coaching. There y'all go. Okay, y'all. So, see, this makes me happy. Okay. All right. Questions? Any questions before we go? Now, get y'all services so you can get your project management roles. Okay, put my little link back up there. Okay. Okay. And all of our newbies, watch out for your DM. We'll have some stuff being sent to you by today. Now, y'all already know there's only one white man in the hive, and that's Joy Boy. And him ready. Oh, baby, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, baby. Oh, it's you. You okay? Okay. Okay, baby. Okay, let me see that little sheep in your eye. Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta go give Joy Boy his little walk. I'll reach you guys in the high. Bye, guys.